The key to recovering from anxiety DPDR is to absolutely give it no more of your attention, your time, your worry, or your fear. But sometimes when you're scared of it, that can be deep rooted in the sense that you don't even realize that you're doing things because you're scared of it. And what I mean by this is sometimes people will engage in behaviors and live their life as normal, but you'll be still doing certain behaviors with the goal to hopefully get rid of DPDR, get rid of anxiety. And the thing is, if you're actively doing things with the goal to get rid of it, you're likely doing that because deep down there's a part of you that's still scared of the symptoms. And in turn, if you're doing things with these goals in mind, you're still technically giving it attention, which keeps it alive. And for a lot of people, one of the hardest parts of recovery is no longer being scared of the sensations. And I mean completely not scared of it anymore. And you achieve this by living normally and, accepting the symptoms and understanding it and going about your life as normal as possible. And when you feel the symptoms, simply saying, okay, I notice it and moving on. But what can often be very difficult is understanding the difference between not caring about the symptoms and pretending to not care about the symptoms. Because when we go about our lives, a lot of us, even though we're engaging with it, we still do deep down care about the symptoms. And that's a big factor of what actually keeps it alive for most of us. But once you actually achieve the point where you genuinely do not care if it's there or not, or if you have it for the rest of your life or not, when you reach that point, that's when the healing really begins. At least in my case, that's when my recovery went turbo mode, because I was no longer, paying attention to it. It wasn't dictating my day anymore. It wasn't changing my emotions based on the way I was feeling. I simply started doing what I wanted to do and what normal me would want to do, no matter how I felt and no matter how strong the symptoms were. And once you reach that point that you don't care, you're basically giving your nervous system the break that it's begging for, and then it slowly gets the message that it doesn't need to keep sending you these symptoms because there's no threat anymore. But when you're constantly paying attention to your symptoms and worrying about the symptoms and analyzing them, and doing things hoping to get rid of it, you're basically telling your nervous system, okay, keep sending me symptoms because there is a threat in the environment, because for you, the threat is the symptoms themselves. But of course, this takes practice, it takes patience, and it takes consistency. And the biggest thing that people, misunderstand, once again, is the concept of not caring and pretending not to care. There's a big difference there. But if you guys want some extra information on anxiety, DPDR, and nervous system sensitization, you can get my completely free DPDR comm kit by clicking the link on my profile. And if you'd like to have a one-on-one call with me, you can DM me for more info.